Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Representatives Baum, Boyd, Camper, Capley, Chisholm, Cochran, Crawford, Faison, Freeman, Gant, Garrett, Grills, Hale, Hawk, Hicks of Washington, Hulsey, Lambert, Love, Miller, Moody, Parkinson, Reeves, Shaw, Sparks, Vaughn, Williams, Zachary, Vice Chairman Gillespie, Chairman Hicks.
Here.
Mr. Chairman, you have a quorum.
All right. Thank you very much. I'd like to call the Finance, Ways and Means Committee to order for February the 4th, 2025. And members, before we do get started for personal orders, first of all, be sure that you have logged in to the device that is sitting in front of you. All right. Any personal orders from the committee? Representative Freeman.
Yeah, thank you. I'd like to recognize my intern, Thomas Draper. Thank you.
Leader Camper.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yeah, I'd like to make welcome my two interns, one from Austin P. Darius, raise your hand, and one from University of Memphis. Raise your hand. Taylor.
All right. Any other personal orders? Representative Love.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And since we're on this roll, let me go ahead and have my intern. We recognize Nehemiah. Everybody gonna clap for him? All right. Nehemiah.
All right. We're still under personal orders. Anyone else? All right. Then, Representative Chisholm.
Well, since we're doing the intern thing, I'm going to go introduce my two-time intern of the year, Ms. Kendall.
All right, last call for personal orders. We are now moving on from personal orders. All right, so I would like to welcome everyone to the Finance Ways Committee. I am very honored to be the chairman. I have big shoes to fill, that goes without saying, but I am ready to get to work, and I appreciate every one of you all being willing to serve on here. I do want to bring to your attention our new members. Our new members this year is going to be Representative Capley, Representative Chisholm, Chairman Grills, Chairman Hale, Representative Hulsey, Chairman Moody, Representative Reeves, Chairman Vaughn, Vice Chairman Gillespie. And did I miss anyone that has not served on? Well, I'd like to welcome all of you all. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the team. Just a couple of items that we need to take care of, just a couple of housekeeping items that I want to make sure that we're all clear on. First of all, let's talk about budget hearings. We've been having some questions, and of course, we will be entering into budget hearing season relatively soon. We will begin the hearings next week on Tuesday, February the 11th, 2025, and we hope to conclude by Monday, March 17th. And again, a copy of the budget hearing schedule has been emailed to all House members and staff. And of course, let me say this, one of the responsibilities as a Finance Committee member is to attend all department and agency budget hearings. Some other things, I think it goes without saying. We also ask that you be courteous to the commissioners, their staff, and fellow committee members by fulfilling your duty and attending each budget hearing. And of course, the information provided in the hearings will be instrumental to you as committee members when we begin to do our work on the budget at the end of session. And I know for most of you all in here, that does go without saying. I just put that out there. Now, let's review any questions on budget hearings before we get any further into, and we will, I know, if you haven't seen the schedule, and we will be beginning on Mondays at 8 a.m. Now, that's not the most desirable time, but that is when we will have to get started to be able to. We've got 6 weeks that we're going to fit this into, and we would just want to make sure that we have ample time. And at the end of the day, most of you all signed up for this, so I don't feel real sorry for any of us. So, any questions on budget hearings? All right. Everybody's all excited about that. Let's move on to bill notices and amendments. As you're aware, bill notices and proposed amendments must be now filed electronically. All amendments must be filed with the full committee through the corresponding Outlook distribution list. This process will automatically request a fiscal memo on your behalf. As in the past, the Finance Committee does not accept verbal amendments. Let me say that again. The Finance Committee does not accept verbal amendments. The deadline to submit your proposed committee amendments is Monday at 10 a.m. That will be Monday at 10 a.m. to submit amendments. Also, local bills and local fiscal impact. For any local bills with a local fiscal impact, we will only consider those bills if they are sponsored or co-sponsored by a representative from that locality. If a representative brings a local bill for a locality that he or she does not represent, it will not be considered by the committee until the appropriate co-sponsor has signed on. The sponsor will have the option to roll the bill to allow for additional time to obtain the appropriate co-sponsor. Any questions on what we've talked about so far? Again, we've covered the budget hearings, the bill notices, as well as local bills. All right, we'll move on to testimony in committee. Requests for testimony by guest speakers need to be submitted to my office no later than 24 hours prior to the scheduled meeting. Time limits will be placed on testimony and comments, and that will be a time limit of 3 minutes. So are there any questions, again, regarding our policies and procedures? All right, hearing none. All right, so the other business that we have before us is I would like to introduce to you our committee staff. And I'm going to encourage you, if you have questions, especially a lot of you new members, feel free. Make sure you look around and you see these folks as I call them off, because they are an integral part of what we're going to do here and accomplish this year. So let's begin with our House Budget Director, Ms. Jessica Himes. She is to my front right. Also, Fiscal Review Director Boyan Savage. We certainly welcome him. Also, our attorneys, Joel Hayes and Doug Garrett. Also, to my right-hand lady, Administrative Assistant Kimberly White. Also, to the left, my other left hand, Research Analyst Mirna Tunich. Also, my intern, Miss Catherine Collins, and she is from the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. Also, our house clerks, Ashley Ryson and Nick Nicastro. Also, Library and Archives, Kayla Etherly. Certainly, thank you for what you do. And also, Sergeant of Arms, we have Mr. Tony Townsend and Mr. Terry Van Treese. We thank you all for your service. Let's give all these folks a hand. All right, so together with this staff that I just called off, as well as the new members, and of course, I call you the home folks, the folks that have been on here for budget for a while. We're excited to have this team assembled, and it will take all of us to get through the budget hearings and get to the to passing a budget and getting to the end of session. So I look forward to working with each and every one of you. If I can ever be assistance in my office, please don't hesitate to reach out. But is there anything else? That completes all the business that I have. Now, let me say this. Do not get used to this short meeting. It will happen this one time, and that will pretty much be it. So don't get comfortable. Is there anything else for the good of the committee? If not, without objection, we stand adjourned.